Imagine you're walking down the street and you see a sign that reads, "Don't think of a pink elephant." What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Yes, a pink elephant. Why? Welcome to the intriguing world of negation. Let's try and understand the negation of a statement. Okay, so what does the word negation tell you? Right? It's the negative of something. So, for example, if I say the Earth is round in shape, then what will be the negation of this statement? True, the negation would be the Earth is not round in shape. Now consider this example. What will be the negation of this statement? Will it be Jordan is short? Not really. Remember that negation is just the negative of a statement. That is, we just deny the statement, but we don't say the opposite of that statement. So the correct answer would be Jordan is not tall. Today we're diving into a concept that's all around us, yet often goes unnoticed. It's a powerful force that shapes our decisions, conversations, and even our beliefs. It's the phenomenon of negation.
What causes us to make decisions in life? We think the answer is obvious. People know what's good for them. They weigh their options and make a rational decision. When a waiter in a diner asks you if you'd like to order dessert after a meal, the answer is easy. My belly isn't full, plus I love sweets equals, of course I'd like dessert. In other words, you make your own decisions. But what if there's 4 other people sitting at the table with you, and each of them already said no thank you when asked if they would like dessert? Do you change your answer?
But why should we care about it? Well, negation isn't just a grammatical construct. It's a key to unlocking the mysteries of human behavior and communication. From the subtle no in a conversation to the persuasive don't miss out in advertisements, negation surrounds us. But it's not just about saying no or negating something. It's about understanding the underlying psychology, the cultural nuances, and the art of persuasion that comes with it. For example, take a look at this scene from The Matrix, where Morpheus offers Neo the choice between the red pill and the blue pill. Morpheus uses negation to challenge Neo's perception of reality, inviting him to see how deep the rabbit hole goes.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Or in this scene from Breaking Bad, Walter White negates the typical image of himself as a mild-mannered teacher and declares, "I am the one who knocks." This powerful moment of character transformation uses negation to subvert expectations.
Don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Let's start by delving into the psychological realm of negation. Have you ever told yourself not to worry about something, only to find it consuming your thoughts even more? That's negation at work in our minds. Psychologists find that when we try to negate a thought, our brain actually brings it to the forefront. It's like saying, "Don't think about a white bear." Suddenly, that's all you can think about. Remember the movie Inception? It brilliantly illustrates how an idea, once planted, can grow and dominate our thoughts. Negation works similarly. It often does the opposite of what we intend by highlighting the very thought or feeling we're trying to avoid. In this scene, you see that Cobb explains how inception works, focusing on planting an idea in someone's mind. This scene effectively uses the concept of negation as it revolves around subtly inserting a thought that negates an existing belief or idea.
You asked me for Inception. I do hope you understand the gravity of that request. Now, the seed that we plant in this man's mind will grow into an idea. This idea will define him. It may come to change everything about him.
Another example is Apple's Think Difference campaign. The campaign effectively used negation by challenging the status quo and encouraging viewers to negate conventional thinking and embrace innovation and creativity.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Negation works similarly. It often does the opposite of what we intend by highlighting the very thought or feeling we're trying to avoid. This phenomenon isn't just a quirk of our minds. It has real implications. For instance, you're a parent telling your child, "Don't spill that milk." Often, the child's focus shifts to the possibility of spilling the milk, increasing the chances of an accident. A more effective approach, framing it positively, like, "Please keep the milk steady." Another example is when someone says, "I don't want to be anxious." They're inadvertently focusing on anxiety, which can ironically increase their anxiety levels. Now, let's look at a fascinating real-life application of this phenomenon, particularly in overcoming anxiety. Have you ever felt nervous about speaking in public? Here's an intriguing twist on tackling such fears.
Sit! Shut up a minute! What's this for? Come! Give me the word in. Order! Order! I say to the honourable gentleman, give me the seat. I will not tolerate such behaviour.
Imagine, instead of trying to calm your nerves, you tell yourself, "Today I want to sweat as much as possible. I want to feel anxious." Sounds counterintuitive, right? But this is a brilliant example of using negation to your advantage. This approach is based on a psychological principle known as paradoxical intention, popularized by psychiatrist Viktor Frankl. It's about reversing your usual reaction to fear.
Paradoxical intention replaces the object of our desire with a statement that seems contradictory. Instead of wanting to get rid of fear, we decide that we want fear. Instead of wishing to fall asleep, we decide that we wish to stay awake as long as possible. So we completely turn the story around using a paradox, as we now wish for what we previously feared.
By doing so, you're actually negating the power that anxiety holds over you. This negation can lead to a surprising decrease in the anxiety itself. In the case of public speaking, by embracing and even amplifying what you fear, you might find that your anxiety diminishes. It's like taking the wind out of the sails of your fears. In a word, understanding and harnessing the power of negation in our psychology can be a game changer. It opens up new avenues for coping with challenges and transforming our mindset. Now, let's shift gears and explore how negation isn't just a psychological phenomenon, but a powerful tool in marketing and advertising. Ever noticed ads that say "Don't miss out" or "Last chance to buy"? This is negation creating a sense of urgency. Marketers use it to tap into our fear of missing out, making us more likely to act quickly.
What is your destination today, Eric?
As I am begging you, just take me to work.
Engaging climate control system.
No, enough with the climate control. Just drive.
Sensing nerves level rising. Activating relaxation music.
No, I just want to drive.
It might be your last chance to drive. Alfa Romeo Giulia, עכשיו בישראל.
Eric.
Consider Apple's marketing strategies. They often announce limited time offers or exclusive products, harnessing the principle of scarcity. This isn't just selling a product, it's creating an experience that customers don't want to miss.
Why people flock to Apple stores and line up for hours. just to get their hands on the new release.
Marketing experts agree that negation can be incredibly persuasive. It's about reversing the customer's thought process, shifting their focus from, do I need this, to, I can't afford to lose this opportunity. But it's not just in buying and selling. Negation shapes our perceptions, too. Advertisements often challenge our beliefs by saying things like, think all SUVs are gas guzzlers? Think again. This reframes our perceptions and opens us up to new possibilities. Understanding how negation is used in marketing not only makes us more informed consumers, but also opens our eyes to the subtle art of persuasion that surrounds us every day. Negation significantly influences social movements and cultural narratives. Consider the civil rights movement, where phrases like, "we shall not be moved" demonstrated negation's power in effecting change, going beyond opposition to assert non-tolerance. Iconic speeches, like Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream," used negation to envision a world without segregation.
Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
In culture, as seen in Orwell's 1984, negation critiques and resists dominant ideologies. These instances reveal negation's role in challenging norms and inspiring societal change. Negation's impact spans from our psychology to societal dynamics, showing its vast influence. Beyond advertising and social movements, negation is a subtle yet powerful force in our everyday interactions. Consider how often miscommunication happens simply because of a negation in language. For instance, when someone says, "I don't hate it," do they mean they like it? Or are they just being polite? Such nuances in language can lead to a world of difference in understanding. This scene from The Office effectively illustrates the idea. In this scene, Michael gives an award to Jim Halpert for best in bed even though Jim is not married. Jim is embarrassed and tries to explain that he is not actually the best in bed, but Michael does not believe him. This scene is a classic example of miscommunication caused by a negation. Michael takes Jim's statement, "I'm not the best in bed," to mean the opposite of what Jim intended. He interprets Jim's statement as Jim saying that he is the best in bed, when in reality, Jim is simply saying that he is not. This misunderstanding leads to a lot of awkwardness and embarrassment for Jim. It also highlights the importance of careful communication. When we use negations, it is important to be clear and specific about what we mean. Otherwise, we risk being misunderstood. Now, let's talk about reverse psychology, a classic example of negation in action. It's when you suggest the opposite of what you really want, expecting the other person to go along with your actual desire. This scene is a humorous example of reverse psychology because it shows how Homer's pride can easily be manipulated. Marge knows that Homer is stubborn, so she uses his pride against him to get him to do what she wants.
Can I help you?
Reservation for McAllister?
A reservation for yourself?
Ma'am, my feet are hardly touching the ground. I'm barely able to look over this counter. How can I make a reservation for a hotel room? Think about it. A kid going into a hotel, making a reservation? I don't think so.
I'm confused.
I'm traveling with my dad. He's on business. He's at a meeting. I hate meetings. Plus, I'm not allowed to go in. I can only sit in the lobby. That's boring. So my dad dropped me off here. Gave me his credit card and said whoever was checking people in to let me in the hotel room so I won't get into mischief. And ma'am, sometimes I do get into mischief. We all do.
Like in the movie Inception, where characters use negation to manipulate others' thoughts. While it's a dramatic example, it shows the persuasive power of reverse psychology. In serious conversations, understanding negation can help us navigate conflicts more effectively When we recognize that no might actually be a plea for more information or a different approach, it opens up new possibilities for resolution. So whether it's decoding mixed messages or employing reverse psychology, being aware of negation can enhance our communication skills, making our interactions more meaningful and less prone to misunderstanding. As we've explored today, negation is a multifaceted concept that influences our psychology, communication, marketing strategies, and even societal changes. It's everywhere, subtly shaping our thoughts, actions, and interactions. From the psychological techniques that help us manage anxiety to the persuasive tactics in advertising, and from the way we interact with others to the role negation plays in social movements, it's clear that understanding negation is key to understanding much of human behavior. Recognizing and harnessing the power of negation can open new pathways to effective communication, critical thinking, and even empathy. It's not just about what is said, but often about what is not said, or what is said in reverse. So the next time you encounter negation, whether in a conversation, in an ad, or in a broader social context, take a moment to think about its impact and implications. And now, I'd love to hear from you. How have you seen negation at play in your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you found this exploration into the world of negation insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that delves into the fascinating aspects of human behavior. Stay curious, and keep exploring the world around you with a critical mind. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep navigating the nuances of communication and thought with keen awareness and understanding.